Hey there guys, Luke here with the Outdoor Gear Review, and for this episode we're just going to take a little brief look at the FILBE hydration carrier. I was privileged enough last night to be able to take it out for a 15-mile hike, and I really put it through some pretty good tests actually, including heavy rainfall for hours and hours. Of the 15-mile trek, I would say 13 miles of that was in heavy rain. So I definitely have a little bit of experience with it. We're going to continue our testing, but I figured that I would show it off to you guys once more, individually, and we'll just take a little closer look at it. Right now it's kind of drying out, because like I said, it was just pouring the rain last night. It was a really cool hike, but we're going to just take a look at all the little pieces since I have it kind of taken apart. I'll show you guys how it kind of goes together and some of the features that it has. So we're going to drink some coffee while we do this. You guys may want to have one. Might even want a beer. I know some of you guys drink that good stuff. So let's get started with this. Guys, first I want to apologize for the poor lighting. It's currently pouring the rain outside, and it has been all day long. As I've mentioned before in some of the videos, we get the same amount of rain as a rainforest. So, it's just about every other day we're having thunderstorms, it's pouring the rain. And right now it's just a really rainy time of year. So, we're just glad to do the best we can. So, I'm stuck in the house, so I figured that I would whip this bad boy out since I have it drying out. Really for how soaking wet that it was, it really is drying pretty quickly. But just an overview of this little pack here. This is the FILBE hydration carrier. You can wear this by itself. You can hook it onto the bag itself. Whatever you really want to do. For the sake of last night, I just used this as a little pack, and I'll show you basically how it works here. Very simple. And you know what? It's actually really comfortable. I have to say that I'm quite impressed with it. Hopefully you guys can see that. Not too shabby. So, right here, this is the hydration carrier itself. You have a pocket right here. It has a couple mesh pockets on the inside. You have a zippered pocket here on the top. You can fit some snacks in there. Who knows, whatever you want to, I guess. You have a Velcro label thing right here for patches, whatnot, maybe your name, so on and so forth. On the back side of this, you have a pocket, which I just put my rain gear into, and I'll show you guys here in a second how exactly I have this set up last night. You do have a buckle here that kind of protects the hydration bladder. Opens up, and the hydration bladder will go through. Sorry about the lighting again. Goes through here. You can fill it up. It's the antidote reservoir from Camelback that fits into that thing. It's a 3-liter system. You got zippers on both sides to cover that up and protect it. But the hydration bladder itself, right here. This is a 3-liter, 100-ounce Camelback antidote bag. It does have a quick release. Maybe you guys can see that right there on the bottom. It has the screw cap right here. You know what? It actually works really well. I have another version, like a civilian version of the antidote bladder, which has always worked very well for me. Some report leaking and issues like that. I've had none of those issues. But this one here, it tightens on there much easier than the civilian version. That one's constantly always trying to find that sweet spot for where it locks into place and provides a good seal. But this one's really easy, right onto the money there. So no complaints at all. It does say on here hydrate or die, and it has a skull on it. Pretty cool. Camelback, 100 ounces. Has a little hook here on the top, so if your bag has a support for a hydration bladder, it's got it. It does have the lip, which you guys can see right there. The screw-on cap here is connected to that lip, so not too shabby. Here's the hydration tube. Yeah, it does have the insulated sleeve all around it, part of the quick connect in that goes into the bladder itself. Here's the nozzle with a protector on it. Not too bad. Good suction on this, good flow. It does have a shut-off valve right here, and I'll show you guys closer up with this here in just a moment. It does have a quick connect, so you can take that part off. Still a little bit wet from last night. I'm drying it out as we speak. On the hose itself, it does have this little clip here, which is really, really handy because I'll tell you what, this is a very long hose. So you guys can see, I really kind of had to wrap that thing around me in the pack itself. But having that ability to clip it on to the pack, to your shirt, whatever, was really, really nice, actually. So I'm going to show you guys now how this all kind of goes together, and then I'll show you guys how I worn it, and then we'll bring the camera in for some closer shots. Okay, we have our pack here. We have the hydration bladder right here. I'm going to go ahead and connect the hose here, and it's very simple. It just pops in, locks into place. I'll go ahead and seal this up, and we'll pretend that this thing was full so you guys can just get an idea of how this works. On the front of the pack, at the opening for where the hydration bladder goes, you have a pull string tab that you will cinch around your bladder once you have it in. So for now, loosen that up. Take the bladder, and we'll just pull that in. It's actually easier to do when the bladder's full, but okay. Now with the tube, we'll just go ahead and pull that through. Opening here. There's an opening on both sides of the pack, so you can run this either way you want to. Get that pulled to the side. Get that pulled in. And that's pretty much it. Very, very simple. And we'll just use this fastener. Pull that tight. Hold your bladder into place, and there you go. As you can see, the lip fits perfectly in this formed circle. So you can really cinch that up, get it tight so no dust and dirt and whatever else will go inside there. Once you have that done, flip that over, and you can zip that down. Really, really nice and easy. You have the hydration tube coming out of the top here. Fantastic. I showed you how the bladder goes in there. I'll show you how the tube goes through the top, routes out the side, and as you can see, that is a really, really long tube. So definitely whenever you're going to wear this, you're going to put it in your system. You have plenty of ways that you can route this because it's definitely plenty long enough to do so. So last night when I took this out, I carried a poncho and I just shoved it in that pocket that's in the back of this. Fits really nicely. If you have some lightweight, very compactable rain gear, perfect spot for it too. I didn't even notice it last night when I was wearing it. On the front, I had my hat, which is absolutely soaking wet last night from the storms. So basically, I just had it like this. Use that buckle, put the hat in there. Inside this pocket, I had, I think it was my keys, I had a headlamp, first aid kit, and some toilet paper. You never know when you might need it when you're out and about. Up here in this pocket, I had a bunch of snacks, food, stuff like this and that. And that was basically it for my trek, my 15-mile trek. And I'll show you how this looks once you have it on. And of course, it'll be a little bit bigger, when you have that water in it. So, alright, as you can see there, got it clipped on, very, very nice. Tons, that thing is really, really long. So it seems like I had it actually routed underneath my shirt, something like this. And I had it latched on over here, something like that. That way I can get my water. Very, very simple. You could definitely route this any way that you want to yourself, and I'm sure you can make it work. But I really, really enjoyed wearing this pack for 15 miles. It was a very easy carry. Didn't even hardly notice that it was there, even with 3 liters of water, which is pretty heavy. That alone is 6.6 pounds. So, but a couple observations that I've made since trying this out last night. Very, very comfortable, like I said. There's very, very little storage space on this, So you're not going to be carrying a ton of gear unless you're carrying maybe like a ribs pack with it. If you're using this in addition to a different pack, you'll definitely have more space. But very comfortable, water resistant, heavily water resistant. It is definitely not waterproof. It's done a really good job of drying out. It displaces water very well, but the stuff in the items inside these pockets was very, very damp. I would not say they were soaking wet, but they were very, very damp. I had a pack of gum in this pocket right here, and I just threw it away. Now, it wasn't, I'm not going to dry that out. So, if you're going to be using this, I know some sources say that the FILBE pack is waterproof. In testing so far, I cannot say that. This is not. So, we'll continue to test this system. The water definitely stayed nice and cool, even with my, my body heat on the back of this pack, fairly close to the bladder. Didn't seem to heat it up any at all, so that's a good thing. Flow from the tube, from the nozzle here, works, very, very fine. Very easy to get out, but yet not too easy. It wouldn't leak on you, so that's a good thing. Alright guys, basically for a look here at the hydration carrier and a little bit of experience behind it, so far, thumbs up. Heavily water resistant, not waterproof, very comfortable, not a whole lot of space. We'll continue to test this and we'll have more videos concerning this coming up later on. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If anybody has any comments, questions, please let me know. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll talk soon. Everybody take care.